after 64 years, number one, we must have a well-defined vision or national agenda that will drive this nation. Because I have established that a nation, a society, a group, a community, and an individual without a vision and without knowledge will do what? They will go through circles and circles and circles and circles, and nothing is achieved. We don't need to reinvent the wheel, but we need to just look at some nations that have done very well with vision. In the year 2010, Dubai spelled out a vision for 10 years, and they said by 2021, there were certain things they want to do. They said by 2021, to make United Arab Emirates among the best countries in the world by their Golden Jubilee Union. And their Golden Jubilee, 50 years of their union, falls in 2021 this year. And so they set up a vision. And in 2020, they had achieved that they want to become one of the most attractive nations in the world. On the 4th of January 2010, when they realized they had almost achieved everything, they set a new vision for the next 50 years. And the ruler of Dubai, His Highness Mohammed bin Rashid, made a statement, and he gave about 10 different charters. You can later on go and check. But on charter number 3, he said, the Dubai Council will map out a vision for the Emirates' next 50 years. He spoke on the 4th of January 2020. And they said this would be the primary focus of the vision, to ensure the best quality of life for citizens, 2, for residents, and also visitors of Dubai. So they said they want to give the best quality of life for 1, citizens, 2, residents, and 3, visitors. This is the national leadership vision for the country or the state. I don't remember since the 4th Republic when any of our political leaders said that their best vision is to have the best of life for citizens and residents and visitors. The important thing is the best of life for the people. But unfortunately, when our leaders come into office, they think about the best of life for themselves and not for the people. According to His Royal Highness, in his charter number 7, he said there are 6 pillars that the vision is resting on. So number 1, Dubai economy. They will build on Dubai economy. Number 2, citizen services, that they will provide the best of services for citizens. Number 3, they will develop government in all areas of national life. Number 4, infrastructure development. Number 5, security and justice for all. Security, that means you can travel from one point to another in the middle of the night and you wouldn't be scared of armed robbery attack. When you are in crisis and you are in trouble and you call the police, within 5 to 10 minutes, the police will be there, or an ambulance will be there to aid you. Today, our women and individuals are afraid to travel in the night because of armed robbery, because citizens are not secured. According to the 6 pillars, health and knowledge, there are 2 primary economies: religion economy and what? And knowledge economy. And all nations that are operating by religion economy are poor nations and developing nations. They are poor. Africa, number 1, is operating on religion economy. That is why it's a begging nation, it's a poor nation. And the developed nations are operating on knowledge economy. For those of you hearing me for the first time, let me explain. When we talk of knowledge economy, we are talking of the principles of the kingdom that God established. The principles of hard work, the principle of commitment, dedication, vision setting, planning, commitment, time management, strategic planning. These are the principles that is linked to knowledge economy. Question: what is the vision of Ghana? In the next 20 years from now, where would Ghana be in terms of vision? If I should ask this same question among you, you and I have no clue where Ghana will be positioned in the next 20, 30 years from now. If we should ask our members of parliament, they have no clue where Ghana would be in the next 20 years from now. If we should ask the judiciary, they have no clue where Ghana would be in the next 20 years from now. If you go to the seat of government and ask the executive, 20 years from now, where would Ghana be? The executive, unfortunately, have no clue. The next thing our politicians are looking for, the vision they have is the next election, how they can win and maintain their seat. But where Ghana will be in the next 20 years, they don't know. And you see, from 1992, in this fourth republic, we have experienced, when Rawlings came into office, he left office, John Kufuor came, and he said he met an empty coffers. So he was going to lay the foundation. So according to him, he laid the foundation, and then in his second term, he said he was now building on the economy. When John Atta Mills also came, he said it was an empty coffers. So he was now going to lay the foundation. His term ended when he was called into glory, and so the next time John Mahama came, he said he was laying the foundation. Nana Addo also came, he said he met empty coffers, so he was laying the foundation. 29 years, our leaders have been laying foundation. When in 2020, Dubai laid, spelled out 10-year vision, and they achieved it. And last year, 2020, they have launched 50-year vision. 29 years, we are still laying foundation. The Bible says, a nation without vision go in circles. Circles. Foundation 1, foundation 2, foundation 3, foundation 4. Until the 5th or 10th president will come, we are still going in circles. A nation without vision is not going anywhere.